Honorable Minister for Home and Labour and Employment, Shri Naini Narasimha Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister for IT and EC, Industries, Commerce, MANUD, Mines and Ecology, NRA Affairs, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, the Chief Secretary for Telangana, Shri S.P. Singh, the DG Police, Telangana, Shri Anurag Sharma, our own Secretary OIA and CPV, Dr. Dhyaneshwar Mule, senior officials of the state government and from the ministry, various dignitaries who are present here, guests, members of the media, Sodri Sodra, Namaskaram. I am very pleased to be in Hyderabad today. It's not only that it is a beautiful city, but I think after of the newest state, you can see much more progress, both in the city and in the government, the way it is functioning. And we in the center are very keen to work in various sectors with the state governments in the true spirit of cooperative federalism. And as our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has described, that we need to engage our states because it is only then that India can progress. And it is in this spirit that when we looked at Videsh Sampark and looked at the outreach program, Telangana was the first state with which we are, and the youngest state, of course, with which we are carrying out this program. Not only because Hyderabad is a good place, but I think in NRI affairs, you have a minister who is very, very dynamic. And we thought that this will be a trendsetter for rest of the states because a lot of times initiators and examples are needed when you want to progress things in the government machinery. And I'm quite sure that the example which will be set by Telangana will be the trailblazer for the rest of the country. हमारी ओवरसीज जो कम्युनिटी है बहुत बड़ी, तकरीबन 3 करोड़ के लगभग लोग बाग भारतीय जो हैं वो बाहर के देशों में, और ये एक तरीके से हमारी क्रिटिकल एसेट भी है. तकरीबन 62.7 बिलियन 2016 के अंदर रेमिटेंस आई थी. जहां देशों में रहते हैं वहां पर उन देशों के साथ हमारे संबंध अच्छे बनाने के अंदर भी इनका सहयोग होता है. And therefore this importance needs to be realized when our people go to various countries. However, what needs to be also seen is the categories of people who go. We have professionals, we have white-collar workers, we have students, and we have blue-collar workers. And each one provides a different perspective where immigration is concerned. Where Telangana is one of the states which has the largest overseas Indian community living abroad, both in terms of professionals and students who go from here. And therefore, Telangana is a very important state when we look at NRI affairs and overseas Indians. There are many issues that concern our people who are staying abroad. Some of them were pointed out by our Minister for NRI affairs, and some which all of us know, but there are various hurdles that come in between. There are issues which we discussed in the recent conference that we had, and we have promised that where legal assistance is concerned, we will devise means through the ICWF to ensure that we are able to allow the missions to provide legal assistance to our people who need legal assistance in foreign country. And their legal assistance can be in many forms. Similarly, we have the problem of jails, where our people are jailed. We are taking measures. But let me also share with you, पिछली बार जब हमने सऊदी अरेबिया के अंदर 400 से ज़्यादा हमारे कुछ कैदी थे, जब उनसे पूछा गया कि कितने लोग वापस जाना चाहते हैं, कोई नहीं आना चाहता। वो कहते हैं हम यहाँ की जेल में खुश हैं, अच्छा खाना मिलता है, अच्छा रहने के लिए मिलता है। बोले वहाँ पर जाएंगे, खाना भी खराब है, रहने की भी जगह खराब है, काम भी ज़्यादा करना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद हमारे परिवार जो है, हमारे रिश्तेदार जो है, उनको लगेगा कि हम कुछ गलती कर आए। यहाँ पे किसी को नहीं पता। यहाँ पे तो हम अपना पुराना फोटो भेजते हैं, कार के साथ खड़े, लोग बाग सोचते हैं अभी भी काम कर रहे हैं। तो देयर आर सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑल्सो, देयर आर इंडिविजुअल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑल्सो, लेकिन वी विल ट्राई to see that all those who want to come back, especially with the countries with whom we have had agreement signed, we can bring them back. It is in our interest, and all our efforts would be there, and I can assure the Minister that we will be very keen to ensure that these agreements they fructify in getting our people back. We have had many forums to engage our people who are staying abroad. There are, whenever some of our ministers go, we try and organize community events. We also organize the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and as you are aware, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas का हमने स्वरूप चेंज कर दिया है। अब हर 2 साल के बाद प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस को रखा है, ताकि उसके अंदर अच्छा पार्टिसिपेशन हो सके। पिछले वाला बेंगलोर में हुआ था, अगले वाले के लिए भी हम जगह ढूंढ रहे कि कहां पर करना है। और ये 1 साल का जो अंतराल उसके बीच में आता है, दिस गैप ऑफ 1 year, इन दिस वी डिस्कस क्रिटिकल इश्यूज कंसर्निंग आवर कम्युनिटी अब्रॉड, and we call experts, we call people both from India and abroad who sit together and work out as to what can be solution for those problems. And then these problems are presented whenever the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is held, so that everybody is aware, and then they can give a suggestion before we finalize an execution detail, a program for these particular things. We also organize a Know India program for students who come to us. One such program which is going to come up is going to be in Telangana, and this is a 25-day program of visit where students from overseas community of ours come here. They learn about India, they try to reach out to their roots, they connect, and then they go back taking happy memories, so that later on, if they want to come and work in India, they would find it useful to work in India. You are aware that the business climate in India is improving. As it was brought out by our Labour Minister, the way of doing business in Telangana is improving. You have got a single window clearance. Now, these are the things that will contribute for investors to come and make use of. If we want to make India a manufacturing hub, then ease of business has to be done. And I'm quite sure all these measures which are taking will attract people to come here, and especially those people from the Indian community who have the means or who have the desire to come and work in the home country or the country to which their origins are traced, so that they can contribute towards growth of India. We have what is called India Development Fund Overseas Indians, और इसके मार्फत हम लोग जो हमारे NRIs बाहर हैं, जो हमारे डायस्पोरा बाहर है, अगर वो कुछ काम करना चाहता है भारत के अंदर, तो इस फंड के मार्फत वो काम कर सकते हैं। और इसके अंदर हमने कुछ रूलों के अंदर बदलाव किया है ताकि वो लोग यहाँ पर आकर काम कर सकें। अभी सूर्यापेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर एक प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर सेंटर इसी फंड के मार्फत बन रहा है और हम चाहते हैं कि ये बिल्कुल ट्रांसपेरेंट हो, किसी को इसके अंदर कोई दिक्कत ना हो। वो इसके अंदर जब कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं तो उनको यहाँ पर काम करने के अंदर आसानी होती है, उनको कोई ड्यूप नहीं कर सकता। एक जो इशू आया था इल्लीगल एजेंट्स का, हमारी सबसे बड़ी समस्या है इल्लीगल एजेंट्स की, एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स which we have not been able to overcome so far, and we seek assistance of states to ensure that they can come down very heavily on this particular problem. Regular agents or registered agents nominate certain people in various states who become their sub-agents, and the sub-agents then have sub-agents who are actually illegal, and they make use of their position as a sub-agent to carry out illegal immigration, or there are people who just take a name of a recruiting agent and open an agency. And most of our problems with our workers who go abroad are because of these people. Because when they send these people abroad, either ensuring that they go through fake documents or on a tourist visa, these people do not convey to our embassy in that country who they are, what they have come for, and they are not registered with us. And therefore, when they get into problem, that is the first time that the embassy or the consulate out there comes to know that somebody has got into problem who has come without anybody knowing anything about them. We have made two things. One is the e-migrate portal, on which not only our recruiting agents are registered, but even the employers abroad are registered in a very large number. And in this, there is a great transparency. I mean, if you go onto that portal, you can find out who the person is, what are his details, who's the employer, what are the conditions laid down out there, how much is he to be paid. But unfortunately, when illegal methodology is used, nothing happens on the e-migrate portal because they are not registered on it. And then it becomes difficult for us to trace them out, to find methods by which we can get them out. You also must be aware that in the Gulf countries, they follow a kafala system, which means that you have to be sponsored by a kafil or a person who is going to be your owner, whether it is a company or it is an individual. And after that, all rights over you are by that kafil. You cannot get out of that country if that kafil doesn't give an NOC. You've got to get an exit visa only if the kafil gives you an NOC. And this creates a major problem because most of our problems of passports, Overseas Sahib, you are most welcome. Most of our problems come up because the kafil decides to keep the passport, the ID of that person made, for which he has to pay. And that is used as a system to ensure that this particular person behaves more like a slave. So my advice would be that let's ensure that illegal immigration comes to a total stop. We are able to ensure that people are all registered. और एक और मैं आपको एक वाक्य बताता हूँ. मेरे पास कुछ रिक्रूटिंग एजेंट्स के एक फेडरेशन उन्होंने बनाई है, वो लोग आए और उन्होंने कहा जी आपने एक मिनिमम वेज फिक्स की है, लेकिन हमको दो एग्रीमेंट साइन करने पड़ते हैं. एक तो हम आपसे साइन करते हैं कि हमने इस मिनिमम वेज के ऊपर हम लोगों को भेज रहे हैं, और दूसरा एक मिनिमम वेज जो है वो हम उस एम्प्लॉयर के साथ साइन करते हैं जो उससे कम होता है. तो मैंने कहा फिर आप भेजते क्यों हैं? जब हमने आपके लिए एक मिनिमम वेज अपने लोगों के लिए फिक्स की है, एक एग्रीमेंट है हमारा उस देश के साथ, अगर उससे कम दे रहा है कोई तो आपको भेजने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन वो फिर भी भेजते हैं क्योंकि उसके अंदर वो जो जाना चाहता है उससे पैसे लेते हैं. Now, this is something which I would like you all to ensure, and especially there are a lot of police officers sitting in resplendent uniforms. Please come down hard on people who take our people for a ride, who mislead them, who misguide them, because it is these people who get into a lot of trouble otherwise. We have also made our rules very strict where the domestic sector workers are concerned. We want that our female domestic sector workers are not harassed, and therefore rules have been made in a particular manner so that things become better. When I spoke of the illegal agents, I would also like to put forth to you that please do also scrutinize all your Hajj agents or Hajj tourism or Hajj people who take people on Hajj, because there also we find that there is a lot of illegality that takes place. There are a lot of people who charge tremendous amount of money from our Hajj pilgrims. Some of them don't have required qualifications. Some are getting into the game for the first time. Now, all this is needs to be straightened. Then only we will have a system where rule of law will prevail, and we will be able to ensure that when our people go abroad, they are not only surakshit, they are not only prashikshit, but they also go with lot of confidence या विश्वास के साथ जाए. जब तक ये नहीं होगा तब तक मानकर चलिए कहीं ना कहीं कोई दिक्कत आती रहेगी. और हमारी कोशिश होती है, जो केटी रामाराव गारू ने जो बोला कि कुछ लोग जो कि जिनके मॉर्टल रिमेन्स नहीं आ पाते, हम पूरी कोशिश करते हैं और उन सब देशों के साथ कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वहाँ पर रूल्स के अंदर ऐसी कोई चीज़ निकल आए जिससे हम उनको पहले ला सकें. क्योंकि जितनी तकलीफ शायद परिवार को होती है, उतनी तकलीफ विदेश मंत्रालय के अधिकारियों को होती है जब हम मॉर्टल रिमेन्स को वापस नहीं ला पाते. एक हमने स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर बनाया है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स के लिए, ताकि जब इलीगल कोई एजेंट होता है या उसके खिलाफ कोई कंप्लेंट आती है एजेंट के खिलाफ, तो क्या क्या कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए वो उसके अंदर दी गई है. मैं इस चीज़ की अपेक्षा करूंगा कि इसको एसओपी को आप और सुदृढ़ बनाइए. Make it more elaborate if you find that something is not included in it, so that we both, the state and the center, can ensure that illegal immigration can be stopped. There is, where we are concerned, a great concern that our people must get skilled. And therefore, we have entered into Pravasi Kaushal Yojana. And India International Skill Centers are being opened across India. One such center has been set up in Hyderabad. In addition to providing technical skills of international standards, it will also be awarded pre-departure orientation training for enhancing awareness, so that when our people go abroad, they are totally fit to be absorbed in the system out there, so that they do not have any problem at all, whether it is on landing in that country or in terms of the types of skills that they have. And obviously, they will also earn much more money. We also have the Madad portal, which I said earlier, where people can log in. Anybody who comes to know of a problem of anybody can go to the Madad portal and log that grievance out there or that issue out there, and after that it is followed by our missions 24/7. So I would seek greater cooperation on this. For wherever you get a complaint, you don't have to go to any MP, any MLA, any minister. Just go to Madad, log in your this thing, and if you don't get results, we are always available for being tweeted to. And we can assure you that there will be quick action once you inform us that Madad is not working. We have taken this point given by K.T. Ramarao Garu on the students and the universities which are illegal. We are compiling the details and we will keep informing the states from time to time so that your students, when they go, they are not duped by people who work for such fake agencies. Don't mind it, but my experience is most of the time such things are done by our own people, both in India and abroad. It is our people who are able to entice our own people to get into difficulties. And therefore, there is a greater vigil required on part of our own people here so that nobody is able to dupe our students or our workers. One of the most important thing that, and besides that, two areas which in which the Videsh Mantralaya interacts with citizens. One is, of course, the issue of immigration, visa, consular services, and the other is passports. Now, we have simplified how passports can be obtained. We have tried to make the system transparent. We have gone through the rules to ease issues like documents required for date of birth and various other things so that it has become now easy and better for people. Similarly, we also embarked on ensuring that people do not have to travel too much, and that is why the Post Office Passport Seva Kendras have come out. We will work with the state government if they want more, and mind you, there is already a decision that has been taken that in phased manner, as per the finances available to us, all 800 odd post offices, head post offices, will be converted into or will have a segment of a Passport Seva Kendra in that particular post office. We are going slowly on this so that our services remain of the quality that has been established as a norm by us. And our aim is that it should be easy for anybody in India to get a passport without any difficulty, without running to any official, without getting into the tout circuit. It is easy, it is simple, it is transparent, money is online, and nobody has to really run around. Most of the things now are self-certified because we believe that you must repose faith in your own citizens so that they know that they trust the government and the government trusts them. We have had very active cooperation from the police departments, and just like what was given out by Shri Reddy Garu, that reduced time with the app that has been given to the police department. And I would seriously suggest that we ensure use of technology so that we are able to do things in a shorter time frame. Shorter time frame does not mean that due diligence is not there. Shorter time frame means that we have to make our procedures better. And that is what is required. Everything doesn't have to come from top or from the center. In the state, you can devise your own protocols, your own methodologies to make the things better. If you can make it better, share it with us so that we can give it to the other states. And I'm sure the way Telangana is, you will be able to improvise better than some of the states where it is taking more time for police verification. We are very happy that the government of Telangana is ready to cooperate with us for bringing all services related to MEA in one place by giving us place for making a Videsh Bhavan. I'm very thankful for this, and I'm quite sure this will be a harbinger for better services, for ensuring that things proceed in a much better manner. In the discussions today, I'm sure many more things will come up. Many more little issues that have been left out from our last conference will be deliberated upon in detail, and I'm very thankful for the government of Telangana to have this first outreach program, and I also thank all of you who are attending this. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.